Are you struggling to get your marketing working? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about the two types of marketing and why you need to understand it. G'day, Ben Futrell here, co-founder of Max My Profit. We're all about helping you build the business that you imagine. Now, maybe you imagine you'd put your marketing out there and the phone would ring off the hook or inquiries would shoot through into your inbox nonstop and you get heaps and heaps of sale. Instead, you're wondering why the inquiries aren't coming in at all. And one of the biggest issues is that marketers are really good at selling their marketing. And so I've seen people buy all sorts of crazy things over the years, from cinema advertising to bus advertising to shopper dockets, even radio advertising. Now, while some of these things are definitely a good move if you're a bigger business that wants to do a bit of branding, they may not be ideal for you if you're a smaller business. And understanding the mechanism of marketing and how marketing works is vital if you're going to succeed. So let's talk about the two different types of marketing and understand what's going on when your potential buyer is thinking about purchasing from you, or maybe they're not. So traditionally, if you look at what's going on these days, social media has replaced some of the traditional methods of entertainment, but people love to be entertained every day. They will read newspapers, they'll listen to the radio, they'll watch television, and now they'll also spend a lot of time on social media. Now, it just seems to make sense. If that's where my prospect is, why wouldn't I just stick a whole bunch of ads and people will buy stuff from me? Well, I know that for a lot of people, they've given this a go. They've spent lots and lots of money on some of these things and they haven't worked. And the reason for that is because they're not there to buy. They're not there looking for your product. They're just simply there to be entertained. And so the first type of marketing is what I like to call interruption marketing. Now, if you think about interrupting somebody, a good interruption is going to stop somebody's in their tracks, and that's what your marketing has to do. So if you're looking at Facebook ads, you're looking at radio, television, any of those mediums that are you're putting into people's faces when they're doing something else, okay, where they are getting entertained, then what you need to do is make sure that whatever you put in front of them is just an absolute no-brainer of an offer. Otherwise, they're just not going to take it. It's got to be very easy for them to take up the offer, and it's got to be a very, very valuable offer for them to want to take action, and it's got to stop them in their tracks. Now, if you're thinking about why is it that somebody is on Facebook or watching the television, reading a newspaper, reading an online article, whatever it might be, if they're looking at it from an entertainment point of view, then when they see your ad, they're less likely to pay any attention to it if it is not well written and doesn't have a strong offer. What I've found that works really, really well are things like very low commitment but high value freebies, like lead magnets, for example, work really, really well. And in fact, I have made millions of dollars in sales on a Facebook ads by offering a business plan template. Now, you may have even seen that. If not, head across to my website, and then no doubt at some point you'll see the business plan template ad pop up in your newsfeed on Facebook. But that has worked very, very effectively, and that is what's called a lead magnet. It's a very low commitment because you don't have to pay for it. It's a freebie, but it gives me your name, email address, and your phone number. And the next thing you know, we're able to then talk to you to get your sale. Now, that is stopping people in their tracks, and it allows me to get hundreds of people to opt in for my lead magnet every single month, and means that I have a good flow of leads coming in. Now, the second type of marketing is called solution marketing. Now, these are the people that are actually looking for a solution. They know they have a problem, and now they're just trying to work out how to get it fixed. And they'll either be, using generic sort of searching where they're trying to fix a problem, or they might understand who they need to help them fix the problem, and they're looking for that particular product or service. And so these people will be using things like Google, a directory. They might ask friends or family. They will be looking directly for the product or service that they know will solve their problem. They have a problem and they're looking for a solution. And this is the best marketing to start with, because this is the ones that are ready to buy. They're just choosing who to buy from. So I always say to people that if you're looking at doing interruption marketing, which is radio, Facebook, etc., only start doing those if you have already mastered doing solution marketing. So you're in all the directories, your SEO on your website is done, you're ranking on the first page or second page of Google at the very least, you're getting leads coming through your website, you've got referral partners, you've worked on, you're in directories, and you've worked on all of those different areas where people are actually looking for a solution. Get those areas sorted first, and then you can look at interruption marketing. That's when you can start doing things like lead magnets on Facebook. You can start doing radio ads or bus advertising if you so please. But I would be very careful about doing some of those because they can be very expensive, and it's very hard to measure and know whether or not you're getting a return on your investment with a lot of that interruption marketing. Alrighty, well, hopefully that's helped you understand the two types of marketing and think about what you're doing in your business. Master the solution-based marketing first, and I can guarantee you'll get more sales and you'll be happier.